Correia is with us tonight, and he's one of the nation's preeminent speakers in the area of professional and personal development, sports image consulting. He has presented programs, seminars to every major sports league in America, to thousands of professional athletes and over 100,000 participants throughout his career. I get to call him Rico because I've spent a little bit of time with him and just got to see this man that is a giant, yet has the heart of a humble servant. And so, without much more ado, I am going to ask that you help me welcome Rico Correia.
How's everybody doing? Yeah. I'm telling you, I am so blessed tonight. I'm so blessed. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about recharging life's batteries. How many people feel every once in a while like the Energizer Bunny ran away? Anybody ever feel that way? You know, you watch those commercials and you see the Energizer Bunny, he's just always going, always just going. And all of a sudden you start to say, doesn't the battery ever run out? Well, I think for all of us, there are times when the battery just kind of runs down a little bit. We're going to talk about those things. Those are times when we really have to decide what it is that we're going to do to change our lives. We're going to talk about the fact that we were made for more. I have a little bracelet here, and I have a couple I'm going to give out to some special people. It says, made for more. At our church, the theme for this year has been just that. We were made for more. All of us. Doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter what condition you're in, it doesn't matter whether you're stagnant, it doesn't matter at all. What matters is that we are made to do more, somehow, some way. And what we got to talk about is what's going to help us. What are some of the things that cause us to have our batteries run down? Just throw out some ideas.
No sleep.
No sleep, yeah, no sleep. You ever notice that as you get older, you need more? I mean, I used to be able to function on 2 hours, 3 hours, and all of a sudden now it's like I have to have my sleep. So no sleep. What else?
Junk food.
Junk food. The way we eat. We just finished, our family just finished a 3-week Daniel fast. And when this is kind of funny because when we decided we were going to do it, it was one of those things we were at church and they said, well, we're going to have a Daniel fast. And everybody went, yeah, that's great. What does that mean? And then we got home and we found out, here's what it means. It means no meat. It means no fish. It means no poultry. It means no dairy. It means no milk. It means no cheese. It means no sweets. It means don't eat. I had a little trouble with that. I gotta be honest with you, I really wanted to commit, but I had a little trouble with it because at the end of the day, it meant that I was giving up things that I was used to. I was giving up that junk food. What are some other things that get in the way? Wear us down. Stress. You know, I found out that the biggest stress that we all suffer from is each other. It's people. Don't they stress us? I don't know about you, but there are some folks that stress me. They stress me. And I'm probably one of the most effervescent, type A personalities that you know. I love people. I love being around them. I'm always talking to them. And at the end of the day, there are some folks that just stress me out. You know? Toxic relationships. Anybody feel this way? Anybody ever get up in the morning and just go, oh man, I can't take this anymore. Lord, take me out. We have these days where we get up and we just wonder how we're going to get going. But you know, I come from a place that says no matter what the music is, you dance. See, God gives us music every single day. Do you agree? God gives us music every single day when we wake up. And He says, dance. Dance to it. And it doesn't make a difference whether it's a polka. See, sometimes you're ready for a polka. Right? And you end up with Mick Jagger. Because we never know what it is that He's going to give to us. What do? Well, first of all, we got to talk about what drains our life's batteries. Here's some. Everybody's got their own, but I'm going to give you some. And they fall into 3 categories, by the way. 3 categories. They fall into circumstance, they fall into people, and they fall into attitude. I'm going to talk about all of those. First of all, circumstances. Sweating the small stuff. We let our life's batteries drain down by sweating about things that we really can't do anything about. That's so crazy. I mean, honestly, if I'm going to sweat things, if I'm going to stress, let me stress about those things that I can do something about. Okay? Let me not stress about things I can't do anything about. And yet, we're going to talk about this a little later, but yet what happens is we end up stressing about stuff that we can't control at all. It drains your life's batteries. Finances. Finances. You know, one of the biggest problems I found with finances, and Anna, my wife, was a person who kind of turned me on to this. We decided we were going to really commit more to giving to the church. Okay? And I came up with all kinds of excuses. I'm going to be honest with you. I came up with all kinds of reasons. Well, geez, we really can't afford it right now. Geez, you know, if we had a little bit more money, we'd be okay. Oh, my goodness, you know, when things get a little bit better. And she said, read this passage. And it says, test me. God says, test me. Okay? You give to me, I'm going to give more to you. And you know what? I did test it. I'd like to be honest and say that I didn't, but I did. I tested it. And he has blessed me abundantly ever since. Ever since. Sometimes finances and the environment that we live in, the different house, the size house, the neighbors have more than we do. Keeping up with the Joneses. And yet at the end of the day, who are they? We don't know what they go through in their homes. We don't know the problems that they suffer. It's not about your finances. It's about what you do with it. Not about what you are. It's about what you do with what you are. Toxic relationships. Let's get into people for just a second. How many of us know some toxic people? I mean, really, come on, let's be honest. Yeah. If it's the person next to you, don't look over there. Just it isn't you, honey. Just toxic people. Grumblers and complainers. How many people know the grumblers and complainers? Aren't they fun? You see, the fun thing about grumblers is that they recruit. See, they can't grumble by themselves. They don't want to grumble by themselves. They want to go and get other people to grumble with us. My goodness gracious, that chili was just so hot. Wasn't it just awful? Wasn't it? It's just terrible. Okay? Oh, did you see what she's wearing? They got to find something to grumble about. Listen, one thing that I can say to you, if you take nothing else away from this evening, get away from the grumblers. Let them grumble to somebody else. Don't let them grumble to you. It's like, I got enough of my own problems. I don't need any of yours. Okay? Unresolved conflicts. Some of us, and you know who you are, we got some family stuff going on. We got some family stuff going on. We got some people in our family we actually love because they're in our family, but we don't like them very much. Am I lying? Am I lying? We love them, but we don't like them very much. Okay? Some things that might have happened years ago that we're not talking to them anymore. We don't see them anymore. We don't send them a card anymore. We don't tell them we love them anymore. You know, if you do nothing else, find that one person. Tonight, find that one person that you haven't talked to in a while. That one person that you're holding something against. And you call them up, or you text them, or you phone message them, and you say, I just want you to know, I forgive you. I forgive you. Don't forgive them for them. I know. God says we're supposed to forgive. I know. But I'm not going to forgive them for them. I'm going to forgive them for me. Because they're draining my life's batteries. You see, they're taking things away from you. They're taking joy away from you. They're taking peace away from you. Because of what we're holding back to them. Look, call them up. Tell him you forgive him. Hey, whatever you said that you didn't do, I forgive you for it. It works. And then the last part is attitude. See, I'm going to try to fit 25 pounds of potatoes into a 5-pound sack in these next couple of minutes. Attitude, little or no spiritual uplifting. Reading God's Word. Understanding that He has prepared us for everything and anything that can come our way. All we got to do is have that little faith. You know, a little video that we just saw? Having the faith the size of a mustard seed. That's it. That's it. But by the way, there's something that comes with faith, doesn't it? Faith means believing in something that you have not seen. That's kind of hard for us, isn't it? See, it's easy to believe in people that have always been there for us. It's easy to believe in jobs that have always paid us. But it's a lot harder to believe when all of a sudden we just know something good is going to happen because God said it. He said it. I believe it. That's the end of that. Amen? That's it. Lack of true faith. And then my final one, we have met the enemy, and the enemy is us. It's us. Half the time our life's batteries are being drained down because we're leaving the light on all the time. My goodness gracious, every once in a while, shut the light off. You know, I was blessed. A lot of people would think, my goodness gracious, you survived 9/11. And people ask me all the time, they say, Rico, knowing that, you must have a valuable appreciation for life. You must really appreciate life. So much more after that event than before. I gotta be honest with you, I really don't. Honestly, I always appreciated life. I always could stop and smell the roses. I could always say I love you. I could always hug my wife. I could always do something that meant something. The only difference that it gave me was a sense of urgency. I have a sense of urgency that somehow, some way, I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to make a little bit of a difference in somebody's life, somebody in here. You're going to go home and you're going to do something that you didn't do yesterday. And you're going to feel a certain way that you didn't feel yesterday. Somehow. See, I was on a plane a couple of weeks ago and somebody said to me, Rico, I struggle with purpose. What my purpose is. Do you know what your purpose is? I said, oh, yeah, absolutely. He said, you do? I said, oh, yeah, absolutely. He said, well, what is it? I said, I'm a plow. Plow up the ground. That's all I do. Thousands and thousands of people, I plow up the ground. I'm not supposed to water, I'm not supposed to weed, I'm not supposed to seed, and Lord knows, most of the time, I have no idea what the harvest is going to be. My job is to just plow. And this person said to me, well, that must be the most frustrating thing in the world, because you never get to see the fruits of your labor. No, it's not. You know what the most frustrating thing in the world is for me? If I got 20 acres to plow and I only plow 10. You see, we want to recharge our batteries. What is it that we have to do? Well, first of all, we got to understand the symptoms. Are they wearing down? How do we know they're wearing down? First of all, mental and physical stagnation. All right? Man, I just don't have the energy. You know, I started noticing that I was getting old. I've been in denial. I've been in denial for a while. And then I started getting what was called the involuntary grunts. You know what that is? You drop something, all of a sudden you go, ugh. You get ready to sit down and ugh. You make noises you never even knew you had. Mental and physical stagnation. I'm too tired. I don't have the energy. Let's do it tomorrow. Well, you know, one of the things about 9/11 is that day thousands of people said, I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow never came. Tomorrow never came. There is no promise of tomorrow to any of us. What are we going to do about it today? We were made for more. We were supposed to do more. In whatever time you have left, in whatever condition you happen to be. What is it that you're going to make a difference with? Oh, here's my favorite. My favorite symptom. Renting someone else's monkey. You know what that means? That means when we're worried about stuff that we got no business worrying about. It belongs to you. You ever babysit anybody's kid and they act a fool? I mean, the kid's just all over the place, just acting a fool. You go, oh Lord, just let me take him back. He ain't your kid. He's not your monkey. Sometimes what happens is we gotta realize that we're spending so much time worrying about other people's stuff when we're supposed to be worrying about our own. Let that go. Let it go. Ain't your monkey? Don't rent it. Couch potato disease. Yeah, we just sit there. One of these days, yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah, if I had it to do all over again. One of the things that we talk about in this book, and I'm gonna shamelessly hawk this book today, but in Believing to Achieve is what separates those who dream dreams from those who live them. And do you know that the gap is really small? The gap is just so small you can't even believe it. The difference is passion. The difference is understanding. The difference is commitment. The difference is saying, no, I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. I'm going to do it now. And it doesn't matter what age you are. All of us have dreams. All of us have that bucket list. That thing that we said that we're going to do one of these days before we die. Sometimes what we have to do is we have to rise above it. We have to understand that things around us are changing. And so we got to change with it. That's all. It's no big thing. It's no good thing. It's no bad thing. It's just a human thing. Okay? We got to get off the couch. Passion. Passion. We need passion. Guys, snuggle up to your woman tonight. Snuggle up. Tell her you love her. Tell her you love her. Tell her you can't live without her. Tell her you're happy that she's in your life. And women, do us guys a favor. Say 2 words. What is it? Thank you. Say thank you. Don't say, oh yeah, geez, if I gained too much weight. Oh my goodness, I'm a little wrinkled now. Oh my goodness, my hair's in a... Your man says I love you, say thank you. I love you too. See, we got to appreciate one another. That's what it's all about. We got to have passion. We got to have passion. When we were younger, we had passion for life. We had passion for dancing. We had passion for school. Well, no. Okay. We had passion. We had energy. You see, passion brings about energy, and energy brings about change. All of us have at least one thing that we can change and make just a little bit better. You know, my goal is to leave this earth just a little bit better than when I came. So, we have symptoms. Oh, we're lost in May. Sometimes we just can't find our way. Can't find our way. Some of us, especially as we get older, we think that our time is done. Our time is over. We've passed the good times. We're done with the things that we were supposed to do. You're not done with the things that you were supposed to do. It's just the time to turn the page. It's time to have a new chapter of your life. You see, I look over this group and I see wisdom. I see experience. I see skills. I see abilities in music, in poetry, in math, in science, in life. What are you doing to make a difference in somebody else's life? That's all I can ask you. I will challenge you, do something a little different tomorrow than you did today. Oh, here's one. Forgetfulness and procrastination. Oh yeah! I'm horrible at this. I'm horrible. See, I'm a person that you give me the opportunity to stand in front of you and I'll just do the best job that I can. But when it comes to the little details, I'm awful. I'm just awful. And I pay a price. Sometimes we pay a real big price. Things in your life that they love you, they care for you, they're always around you, they're always trying to help you out, right? Always trying to support you. But you ever notice they're always trying to tell you stuff that you can't do? Every time you get an idea, you go, you know what? I'm going to quit my job and start my own company. Ah, what do you know about a company? My goodness gracious, you got that whole job, and you're making that money, and my goodness, you've been there for 10 years, and you don't have the education, where are you going to get the money? And they tell you all of the reasons why you can't do what you want to do. What we talk about in Believing to Achieve is how you overcome the helpful detractors. We all got them. We all got them in our life. They love us, by the way. They're not trying to harm us. They're not trying to do anything bad to us. They're just trying to give us a dose of their reality. But one thing to keep in mind, their reality is not our reality. It is not yours. If you have a dream, follow it. Follow it. Doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your condition. You are not too poor. You are not too old. You are not too sick. The time is right. And tomorrow may never come. Okay. What do we know? Here's what we know. Jesus Christ said, I have come that they might have life. How? Abundantly. Abundantly. He didn't say you can just live your life. He didn't say things are going to be okay. You're going to just about make it. Sure, sometimes we just about make it. That's not what he said. He said, I have come that they may have life and that it may be abundant. Now, what's abundant mean? What does it mean? Well, Ephesians gives us a little bit of insight. It says, immeasurably more than all we could ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. More than we could ask for or imagine, he is prepared to give us. All we got to have is that faith of a mustard seed. All we got to do is take the step. You see, this universe and the way that God created it, he said, you got to show me something before I show you something. You got to take a step of faith. You got to believe that I am who I say I am. By the way, have you ever seen him? You ever seen him? Ever seen God? I ain't seen him. I know he exists though. I see him in the flowers. I see him in the trees. I see him in the fish. I see him in you. I see him in my family. I see him in those that I love and care for. I see him in the fact that he helped me survive. He gave me life so that others may live. We know what insanity is, right? We know insanity is doing the same thing over and over but expecting a different result. So long as you keep doing what you're doing, you keep getting what you're getting. That's just the way that it is. That's the way that it is in life. That's the way that it is in relationships. That's the way that it goes. You start with mindset. We start with mindset. Everything that we have seen, everything that we have created is as a result of somebody's idea. Mindset is hidden, but it drives behavior. So what your mindset is drives your behavior, positive and or negative. Okay? What your behavior, by the way, I can see your behavior. May not understand it, may not know why it's there, but I can see it. Okay? What it drives is result. You want to change your result? Start with the one thing that you can control, your mindset. But I'm going to give you a tool. I'm going to leave you with a tool today. How's that? Tool for change? Sound good? All right. Here we go. How many of you have a junk drawer at home? Raise your hand. You got a junk drawer? Yeah. Do you know that 98% of the American public has a junk drawer? 98%. It's amazing. No. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not only going to tell you where your junk drawer is, I'm going to tell you what's in it. How's that? Never been to your house. All right, ready? Here we go. Here we go. See, there are 3 rules of junk drawers that nobody ever told you, but everybody always knows. Okay? Now, see, people are shaking their head. I don't understand. Sure. Watch. You can have several junk drawers in your house, but where must your primary junk drawer be? Thank you very much. Anybody ever tell you that? Anybody ever say, well, by the way, when you get older and you own your own house, make sure your junk drawer's in the kitchen? Nobody ever told you that, but you know that's what it's supposed to be. Okay? That's junk drawer. Rule number 1. Rule number 2. Near the phone. Gotta be near the phone. Number 3, within 3 steps of the refrigerator. Like you gotta eat or something when you go in there. I don't understand. See, it always takes about 5 seconds to go, yeah, it's true. All right, let me tell you what's in it, okay? Y'all got some pens in there, right? Yeah, no ink. No ink. You know what's ink? You know it has no ink. You get ready to go in the drawer, you grab the pen, and you go, not this pen, it doesn't write. You throw it back in the drawer. How many of y'all have some keys in there? Raise your hand, got some keys? Yeah. Do you have any clue what that key goes to? Yeah. We got some pencils with no erasers. Scotch tape. Containers. No Scotch tape, just the container. Like one of these days, actually some Scotch tape is going to grow on the container for you. Got some screws in there, right? Yeah. Screws ever fit anything? No, but one of these days they're going to fit something, huh? I know they're going to. As soon as I throw the screws away, it's going to fit something. And then my last thing is this. You got 2 decks of cards in there. Right? You don't have 1 deck. Oh, no. Nobody has 1 deck. You got 2 decks. Why do you have 2 decks of cards in there? Come on, let's be honest. Why? Yeah. Because ain't none of the 2 decks have 52 cards in it. That's why. Every deck got 50 cards. 49, 47. It is time. If you want to change something, anything in your life, it is time to clean out your junk drawer. You see, we got junk drawers of people and situations and memories. We got stuff that it's time for us to clean it out. It's time to recharge. It's time to get passion. It's time to do something for someone else. Stop with the one thing that you can control. You can't control the thoughts of other people. You can't control the minds of other people. You can't control the hearts of other people. All you can do is control the one thing that you can control. What's that? You. Just control me. All right? I'm not going to worry about what other people are doing, what other people are saying, how other people are acting. All I'm going to do is I'm going to control me. And if I can do that, I'm going to make a difference. Not only in my life, but in the lives of others. Not one of these days. When? When? Now. That's when we're going to do it. By the way, stop taking life so seriously. Laugh once in a while. Laugh. Life is not life or death. We get up in the morning, there's no dirt over our eyes, things are cool. It's all right. Laugh. Love. Tell people you love them. Tell people you care about them. Make a difference. Find something to be passionate about. Get that passion back. Get that passion back. Find something. Follow a dream. Go on vacation. Go somewhere you haven't gone. Do something you haven't done in a long time. I leave you with this. Love God. Love as many people as you can for as long as you can. Make a difference. Enjoy the gift of life. Thank you.